What's up, you wrinkly bastards? It's XTR, and this is my first video where I am completely away from my computer. This is a pre-recorded video. The next 3 or 4 videos you will see have all been done in the last week or so. So I don't know if I'll be able to respond to comments, but I really hope that these videos are actually going up. I hope that I have a way to actually upload these from where I'm at. So I guess we will see. If you're seeing this video now, that means I made it, and you should be able to see videos from me for the next week until I return from what I'm doing. But today we are doing a new series. We are starting a new series, and this is entry pathing, and what I believe to be some of the most ideal entry paths onto site. And this is mainly with Phoenix, as I play Phoenix the most when I entry frag, and these are some of the best ways I have learned to actually get onto the site properly and effectively, and how to do so like a absolute baller. How to look like a fucking god when the rest of your teammates look like bots. Well, you're just sitting there, getting all these free kills and clearing out the site, opening up site, and just basically wiping the enemy team, with your hands tied behind your fucking back, a blindfold over your eyes, because you are just that good, because you learned entry pathing. Now, usually what I do is I will soft clear this angle. I will then come to clear out these boxes up here, make sure there's nobody here, and make sure nobody's peeking right here. Then I will clear out this cubby a little bit. I will hard clear this for the most part. Then I will come out and I will wide swing this angle. From here, you want to move up and you want to make sure that these corners are clear, and you will very carefully, without exposing yourself from behind, is you will soft clear this angle here. That will generally be able to tell you if there's anybody actually sitting there. Then you can back up against this wall. You can clear out these angles. So once you're at this point and you have all of this cleared, what you can do is you can throw this wall down. And then you see this gong right here, you can walk forward. And you can walk forward with this Molotov in your hand. Then you can throw, left click throw. And without exposing yourself, you can successfully Molotov off heaven. With this wall up, you can combine it, you can clear out this angle. If you have teammates pushing in from here, that's perfect. And you can continue on clearing out angles. You can clear out this cubby, without exposing yourself to anything. Just know people could ring around the rosy this box, but it's very unlikely. So that is one of the best paths that I have found to actually take into the site. Let me go over it one more time. So you walk out, you throw this wall here to cut off that angle, you find the gong, you walk forward, throw that Molotov up there, you walk along this fire, don't even have to worry about heaven at this point. You can throw a flashbang, clear out all these angles. And then all you have to worry about really... Now, for taking long, it's best that you have a teammate like a breach flash for you here, so you can actually swing out here. Then right away, you want to throw this wall down. Make sure somebody is watching your heaven as you are walking up. That needs to be communicated, that your heaven needs to be watched. And you pretty much rinse and repeat. You follow the same steps through, and you can just completely clear this out. Your goal as the entry fragger is to create space for your team, so the team can actually get out onto the site without having to worry about certain angles. So you shut down this whole side, then you clear all of this out, and then you proceed to clear out these cubbies, giving your team even more access onto the site. Then if you're feeling risky or you want to be even more aggro, you can clear out CT and then fall to your post plant position. Now, one good trick I learned from playing Phoenix is you can kind of fake people out with the wall. What you can do is you can throw the wall up, and then instantly you can just flashbang right through it, and you can clear out this way instead. This is something I utilize very often. If I want to take a completely different route, and I want my team to be able to clear out the site, well, I clear out a completely different area, and not only that, but I block off this area for them. I can flashbang through my wall, and I can go and proceed to clear out all these angles that I potentially can. Just a little something that I like doing, and you can also throw it into your own gameplay and game style if you are an entry fragger yourself, or if you want to entry frag as Phoenix a little bit. You can flashbang through your own wall, and it's very unexpected. And not only that, but not only are you allowing your team to get on site without having to worry about the threat of what's behind the wall, you're clearing this wall, you're clearing out the other half of the site that they won't be able to actually see. And it also takes the enemy team by surprise pretty fucking often, so very useful. Now, for taking mid, what I like to do is I will basically, if I don't have control of this, I will flashbang here, and I will work my way up towards this cubby. I will clear out a link, and then I will hold this angle for just a little bit, because people love to play back there, and generally they will expose themselves after a given period of time. Now, it is up to you and your team's discretion which side you want to wall in this area. But if you are going to wall the left side and you want to proceed on, all you have to do is wall that side, get a flashbang in here, clear out CT, and then what I like to do is I like to straight up push into CT and wait here. because B site is very cramped on this map, so it's not good to have your entire team on the site. So it's good if you can create that extra space by just pushing through here and just holding this angle. You can create some extra space for your team. Now, if this is smoked off or there's utility going down here, do not push through it. That goes for both sides. Do not push through if there's utility blocking this area. You don't want to just throw your life away. But if this is already cleared out, and you want to get a little aggressive and create that extra space needed for your team so they can actually get on the bomb site and set up decent post plants, you can get into here, and if you want to take them by surprise, you could flashbang around this corner and peek with your flashbang. Now, same goes for this side. You can wall off this side, you can get a flashbang in, and generally, this flashbang will clear a lot more. This flashbang generally clears way deeper, so you have the option to just go here and then clear out all of this, and then you are not exposing yourself to C-Link at all. And then you can throw one more flashbang, and that will also clear into CT. So you can just clear all this out, and then decide what you want to do from here. If it's throw a Molotov down here and just kind of hold this, making sure, and then the rest of your team clears out sight. I would never recommend really pushing into here, though. It is very dangerous because you can get peeked from garage and you can get peeked from CT and B site. This is a very big choke, and C-Link is one of the bigger areas that people will retake from. So be very careful if you decide to go through here. You need utility if you're going to do so, and I generally just would not recommend doing it whatsoever. So quick garage control goes like this usually. You will walk up here, you will have alt mid control already, and you will clear out this close corner. You will make sure there are no cypher errors, and either you or your teammate will flash for you. Let's just use the example, a breach is flashing for me, right? Let's just use the example that I have a breach here and he's going to flash for me. Now this is under the assumption that you will not have window control and that window will not be smoked off. So once breach flashes instantly, you want to peek out here, you want to throw this wall down, and you want to quickly gain control and clear out the window. And once you are done clearing out the window, you can post up here and you can just hold this angle waiting for them to peek you. Or what you can do is you can post up here if you don't know if there's anyone in that corner, because people love to sit in that corner, is you can just post up here behind the wall, wait for the wall to drop, and then you can proceed on doing what you have to do. And then once you get to this point, one of the best walls for me that I always do is I will always do this side wall. I will clear this left angle, clear out all of upper, and I will work my way, wrap my way all the way around to site. Now, it's best to do garage control when you have people taking from long. It's not very easy to take garage if it's just garage, because people can sit here or they can be pushed into long, so you can get pincered very easily. But if you have people coming in from long, this is one of the best routes of action, is you can just clear all of this out pretty much willy-nilly. You won't really have to worry about this very often, but you can pretty much clear it out from this box for the most part. And then you can proceed on, you can peek CT, you can clear out all these angles, and then you can get the fuck out of there and go play your post point position. Now, just a reminder, one of the biggest things, not only creating space, but since I'm using Phoenix, one of my biggest things is my wall. My wall is very good for entry fragging because you can shut down so many angles that makes it so you won't have to look at certain angles, and you can just clear angles extremely fast. You can cut off half of the angles and you can just proceed inwards. That is the strength of using Phoenix as an entry fragger. He's good as fuck. He has a big dick and he's very good at actually shutting down certain angles and just having to not worry about them. He just fucking ignores them like his ex-wife, dude. It's actually insane. Phoenix is very good in an entry frag position, so he's very good when you utilize him as such, and combined with your ultimate, it's even better. Now, the main thing about the wall is people do like to push through the wall, and they will flash through it occasionally, or they will ult through it, so be very careful about that. Your team is going to need to be worrying about what is behind this wall once it drops, because by this point, once this wall is almost ready to drop, you will most likely be clearing out angles such as CT and all of these angles up here, just making sure that there's nobody hiding in any of the nooks or crannies. You are creating the space, you are clearing out as many angles as potentially physically possible. So we're going to use the example that there is a smoke, let's say, right in the center of C site. So what you can do is you can throw this wall down here, and you can proceed forward. You can clear out all these angles. You can clear this angle. What I like to do at this angle, since I have to look at two at once, is I will generally clear this angle first, and then I will very quickly check this angle and keep proceeding on to clearing out CT and all the nooks around in that area. If this side is smoked off, what you can do if you don't want to take this engagement is you can have your teammates watching this area for you. You can swing out here and you can clear out these angles, and then you can throw this wall down here if you don't want to worry about that side. And once again, you can cut the site in half and proceed forward this way. This way is actually one of my favorite ways to clear it out because I feel much safer being able to go around this side of sight. That way I don't have to expose myself to 2 angles at once. I can clear out CT, then I can proceed to clear this out, and then if I really want to get aggressive, I can clear CT, but I wouldn't recommend that. Now that's going to be the end for today's video, but I want you to keep in mind, whenever you decide to use that wall, you are potentially fucking your teammates. Fucking your teammates hard, might I add. So make sure that your team is okay with the areas you are actually planning on walling while you are entry fragging, given you are the big dick slinger here, so you can just tell them to go fuck themselves. But I wouldn't recommend that, right? Run it by your teammates. If they're okay with it, go ahead and do it. I wouldn't just pull it out on them randomly and randomly just, cut off half of the sight lines for them, because that might make them mad if they only have, one route to actually proceed through. So run it by your teammates before you do it. Tell them you're going to do it, and make sure that it is a-okay unanimously. You're going to fucking wall off this side of the site. We're okay with that. Let's go. And that brings us to the end of day number 1 of me being gone. Day number 3, I believe, will be a stream highlight. So look forward to that. And I hope you guys have a swell day full of epic games and epic Minecraft wins. You guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.